Hey everyone, Payouts time here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, all that jazz. Thank you for watching another episode of MOOF. I'm having a blast with this series. We're coming up to almost halfway done, and I encourage you to comment below on whether you agree or disagree with whoever it is. And if this is your first episode, feel free to check out all the other ones. They're in one giant playlist that you can easily access on my channel called MOOF 2021 as we look for the most overly optimistic fan in the NFL. But let's get into today's interview. Here we go. Hello everyone, and welcome once again to an episode of MOOF, the show where we are looking for the most overly optimistic fan in the NFL. Today we're going to break down the Chicago Bears. And with me is none other than JH Sports. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me on. I'm really excited to be here.
Yeah, JH is one of our faithful watchers of the series, but he's also a diehard Bears fan. But he's also a great YouTuber, and he has some awesome content. So, JH, where can they find you?
Yeah, it's just on YouTube. JH Sports, capital JH, capital S in sports. I do everything NBA, NFL, and MLB.
Awesome. Well, JH, we're stoked to have you on the shows here. So we're gonna get into the schedule, but just before we do, what are Bears fans looking forward to, and why are they optimistic headed into this season?
I think if you ask any Bears fan, we are all excited for the man Justin Fields.
Yeah, that was a
Obviously,
big.
we got him traded up. We traded up with the Giants for the 11th pick and got the Ohio State quarterback.
Absolutely, that was a bit. And anyone who was watching my pre-draft videos, I thought the Jets should have taken Fields number 2 overall. I
Yeah,
don't get why he slid that far down.
I don't know why the Niners didn't take him either.
Hey, I guess they like Trey Lance, but anyway, we're here to break down the Bears schedule, so let's get into it. Sound all right?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. So you start off the season, big game. And a
Yeah.
lot of my viewers are Rams fans, but you go into Los Angeles, California, into the SoFi Stadium, this beautiful stadium, and will be the first team ever to witness the fury of every single LA Rams fan that packs into SoFi that day. It's the first game with fans in that stadium. Can the Bears pull off the upset in prime time?
I think they can, but from all the reports that I've been reading, Justin Fields is sadly not going to be the week 1 starter that all the Bears fans want him to be. Obviously, we still got Andy Dalton on the roster, but I think we can maybe pull off the upset, but probably not, sadly.
So you're predicting to open the season with a loss?
Yes, I'm glad that we're the first team to go into SoFi, but sadly, I think we get a week 1 loss against
That's
the
fair.
Rams.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Season's still young. Want to know? And
Yeah,
then you travel, or you don't travel. You go back to Chicago for your first
yeah,
home
home
game of the
opener.
year, and you welcome the Cincinnati Bengals, win or lose.
I think this is gonna be a easy win. Obviously, the Bengals still have no O line, passing on Panay Sewell out that 5th spot, and I think that obviously we're at home. All the stadiums are gonna be at 100% capacity. I think that Justin Fields, this might be his game, and all the Bears fans at Soldier Field will be going nuts when Justin Fields takes the field. So, give us a W in this home opener against the Bengals.
I like it. I like it. 1-1, and then you travel to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Yeah, that one's gonna be really tough. Obviously, the Browns are a great team. They got Jeremiah Moa. He was a big steal, and you still got Baker Mayfield and got a great defense, great O line, got some great wide receivers. So I think that's sadly gonna be a loss.
Okay. All right. Okay. 1-2. Okay. And then you are traveled. You have to Detroit for sorry, to Chicago, and you welcome your division rival, first divisional game of the year, the Jared Goff led Lions.
Yeah, obviously the Lions are not a good team. They Jared Goff's an okay quarterback, I guess, but they don't have a good defense and they have literally no wide receivers. So I think that's going to be a great W for the Bears.
Okay. Okay. So you're 2-2, 500 on the year, And then you are traveling to Las Vegas to take on the Raiders in another beautiful new stadium with fans in it.
Yeah, I think this one could really go either way, but obviously I'm very optimistic, so I'm gonna have to give the Bears a W in this game. I just overall two very even teams, but I just think that overall the Bears will come out on top here.
That's what we like to see on this show. Okay, okay, all right. So you're 3-2 on the year, and then you head back to Chicago and you welcome in division rival Green Bay Packers. Win or lose.
Now it's impossible to make a Green Bay Packers prediction right now because obviously the Aaron Rodgers situation. But I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna leave. He's very unhappy in Green Bay, and they're gonna have like Jordan Love as their quarterback. So give us the W in that game.
That is a bold prediction. That I love it. That's awesome. Okay, all right, all right. Hey, it's called MOOF for a reason, and you're absolutely allowed to predict that. No, it's not just wins and losses. Okay, I like it. So you are 4-2, and then you head on the road. You're taking on defending Super Bowl champions, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa.
Yeah, this is gonna be probably the toughest game of the season. Obviously, we gotta go to Raymond James Stadium, take on the defending Super Bowl champs, Tom Brady. Give us a big fat L.
Oh, too bad. Okay, okay, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll be close?
I think it could be, but overall, the Buccaneers are just so good, and I think they have a great shot to repeat.
That's a very stacked team. Okay. All right. And so then you are traveling back home. You're in Chicago and you welcome in the San Francisco 49ers.
Now, this one's very tough, and obviously, I know you probably want a W because the Rams. You want as many Niners losses as you can get, but
Rams showed up.
obviously they got Trey Lance, their newly acquired quarterback, which I don't know how he's gonna do, and this one's tough, but I think we're at home. Justin Fields will be the starter by now, so give us the W in this
Okay.
upset win against the Niners.
Okay. Big win for the Bears. They're 5-3 on the year. And then they have a Monday night primetime matchup where they are taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, obviously we got to go to Pittsburgh, which is a tough game, but overall, I'd say the Bears and the Steelers are two very even teams. But obviously, it's MOOF, and I'm optimistic, so give us the W in this game
Okay,
in a
we
close
like it.
one.
Love it, love it. Okay, 6-3 on the year. Then you got that, ooh, so beautiful. A bye week in week 10. That's a good spot for it. And then off the
Yeah.
bye. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah. I was just saying that last year our bye week was like week 14, so week 10 smack in the middle of the season, so a great week to have a bye week.
Absolutely. Yeah, that week, a lot of teams have that week 14 bye week, but yeah, you definitely want it a little bit
Yeah.
sooner. So nice sweet spot there at week 10. So coming off the bye, you are at home in Chicago welcoming the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, obviously coming after our bye and we're at home. The Ravens they're a decent team. They got Lamar Jackson, obviously. But I got to give us the W here. I just think in a close one, I just think that overall we're the better team, and the Ravens, they're not great.
Okay. 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 That's fair. So now you got a short week and another, oh, no, not prime time. Sorry. This is your Thanksgiving Day game against
Yeah,
the Detroit Lions in Detroit. Everyone's eating their, Thanksgiving turkey while watching the game, win or lose.
obviously I know I went in this in the last Detroit game. Probably one of the worst teams in football. So I think this will be I think we'll sweep the Lions. So give us the W.
Okay. 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 All right. So we are at 8-3 on the year. And then we are back in Chicago, and you welcome the Arizona Cardinals to town. Ram fans hoping for a Bears win here.
Mhm. The Cardinals, they're probably the weakest team in that NFC West, but they're still a good team. Obviously got Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins. They added JJ Watt in the offseason. But this one's tough, but I gotta give it to the Bears in another upset.
Okay, all right. Wow, Bears are so at this point. Wow, the Bears are 9-3. People are
Yeah.
raving about Justin Fields probably, or unless Andy Dalton just for some reason lights it up, and the
Yeah.
media is going crazy, and then you have a important divisional game in Lambeau Field. You're taking on the Green Bay Packers in prime time.
Yeah, obviously prime time at Lambeau. This one's tough and like I said, hard to make Packers predictions because we don't know the Aaron Rodgers. But I think sadly I'm gonna have to give the Bears their fourth L of the season here.
Okay, so you're splitting with the Packers this year. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have wow, back-to-back primetime games coming up with divisional rivals. So you're on the Monday night football game. You're in Chicago, and you welcome the Minnesota Vikings to town.
Yeah, the Vikings. If Aaron Rodgers leaves, the Vikings are probably our biggest divisional problem. And the Vikings, they're a pretty good team. I feel like Kirk Cousins, though, this might be his last season. I feel like he's not great, but otherwise, this Vikings they got a good defense. Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson. So I think Vikings are a good team, and I think we probably split with the Vikings. But in this one, I'm gonna give us a W.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Okay, all right. So you're 10-4 on the year, and then you travel on the road, and you again Ram fans cheering on the Bears this week as you are traveling to Seattle to take on the Seahawks.
Yeah, the Seahawks obviously they're pretty good. Got Russell Wilson and company, and we're not home, so this one's very tough. But I think we can pull off another upset. So give us the Bears win in overtime.
Whoa, okay, I love it. I love okay, all right. 11-4 on the year. And then your final home game of the season, you welcome the New York Football Giants to Chicago.
Yeah, the New York Giants aren't great. I mean they got Saquon Barkley. Their defense is improving. They're a pretty young team, but overall, I think we're way better than the Giants. So give us a nice W in our last home game of the season.
Okay, I like it. I like it. 12-4, and at this point, the Bears have to be in contention for their division.
Yeah.
There's, the NFC North is shocked that the Chicago Bears have come out of nowhere, and they only have 4 losses in the season. Final game of the year. Maybe this is for the division. Who knows? But they have to travel to Minnesota to take on the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, like I said in the last Vikings game, Vikings, if Aaron Rodgers leaves, are our biggest problem in the NFC North. And I think we'll have a good playoff spot for this, so we might be benching some people or resting them. But especially since we got to travel into Minneapolis, like I said, we'll probably split. So give us, sadly, a L here.
Okay. So I have you at 12-5 on the year as the
Yep.
Bears prediction. That's definitely optimistic. I'm gonna pull up my little chart here, and we'll put the Bears in this, pretty much on the overly optimistic side. But I like it.
Yeah.
And I think it's an exciting time to be a Bears fan. I mean, Justin Fields,
Yeah.
in a couple games, he could become the greatest Bears quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, JH, thank you so much for coming on the show. And before we do, are there anything you have to say to our viewers?
No. But I hope you enjoyed watching, and make sure to subscribe to Payo Time. Also subscribe to my channel, JH Sports, and yeah.
Absolutely. And you, the viewers, we turn it over to you. Do you think the JH is right? Is 12-5 realistic? Is that a little too optimistic? Do you agree or disagree? Comment below, and be sure to subscribe to both of our channels. Thanks so much for watching. Payo Time and JH Sports. Peace and out.
Peace.